Hello, people of the internet. Welcome to this. A rotten Toyota Tundra carcass that is giving new life. For the vast majority of the people in this world, automobiles are nothing more than just appliances. Being a car enthusiast to some people is like being a fan of a toaster or a refrigerator. Might I add, refrigerators and toasters are nowhere near as fun as the feeling you get from playing with one of these sticks right here. That's what he said. Roadrunner. Hey. Hey, buddy. What are you doing? I usually put a bowl of water out here in the morning just in case birds get thirsty. Okay. As a YouTube channel gets larger, it reaches a more broad audience. And with automotive content, that's not always a good thing. Ouch. Ouch. Oh, no, 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 no. I like saying inanimate object names to the tune of Jurassic Park. Broom, broom, broom. Broom, 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 broom. Ideally, I would just use a leaf blower and blow all this stuff out, but I don't really want to make a mess all over the shop. I say it's not a good thing because depending on your personal technical proficiency level or attention to detail to the fine things, you may have found yourself complaining while watching automotive TV shows or movies in the past when things are just kind of not realistic. Hearing damage is real, people. Ask me how I know. Today's video is sponsored by Don't Buy Cheap Brand Auto Parts. That's like a 6mm. Actually, I think it's 5.5. Let me see. Yeah, I forgot this truck has 5.5 all over the place. When I rebuilt my Graham's truck, I tried to use only genuine OEM parts wherever possible. Problem is, this truck, a lot of the parts are out of production now because of how old it is. And the parts that I could not find genuine OEM ones on have already failed. So if you're gonna maintain your toaster, be sure you use quality parts. You're going to arrive sooner than your friend. The reason why, at least in my mind, that I can figure out is that it's not profitable to make content that is tailored for a very small demographic of people. And big companies don't like small profits. Shortcuts never pay off. Just take the taillights off. So as when a YouTube channel like the one you were watching reaches over 500,000 subscribers, the parent company Google wants content that is going to reach an equivalent size audience. Okay, let's see what happened here. I relieved the fuel pressure already, so should be good. No fuel pressure. So what went wrong? Well, I can already see one issue right there. The sending unit stick is completely gone. It's not as full as I thought it was. There's the sending unit. See, what happened is this little ring right here goes over this little notch right here, like so, and then snaps into this little taberdoodle. The problem with this design is, though, as the fuel level starts to drop in the tank about halfway or so, the gas is gonna slosh around violently in the tank when you're driving it aggressively, which is gonna cause this little guy to go all crazy and pop off inside your fuel tank. When I picked this thing up in New Hampshire a couple years back and drove it cross country, the fuel gauge wasn't working, and that's because the fuel pump had already been replaced once in it, and this same exact issue had happened before. Inside this box is the very last new old stock, I already opened it, OEM Ford fuel pump in the country. Take note the difference of the design for the sending unit. You have a little barrel instead of a cheap piece of plastic, and the sending unit contacts the rheostat encased in a piece of plastic, so it can't just simply pop off as easy. Another new old stock part right here. So this right here is an also discontinued Bosch OEM upgraded fuel pump for this truck exactly. If your fuel pump ever goes out in your vehicle but the sending unit fuel gauge still work, I will always recommend just replacing the pump part and leaving the rest of it all factory OEM components. Alright, ops check. Let's see if this works. Plug this guy in. Fuel pump's plugged in. Gonna try to prime. Hopefully it doesn't cavitate. Oh yeah, it works. Gauge works. Just a FYI, in case you didn't know, it's not good to run a fuel pump like that just out in the air because you can cause it to cavitate, because the fuel is what lubricates and cools the pump and provides resistance for it. So it's fine just to ops check it though. Why do you just want to crossbred, you stupid f***? There are many different ways a content creator like myself on YouTube can continue to survive and thrive making videos once you reach this large of an audience. Some who are smart with investing are able to hire large teams of people and invest more money into the videos that they make to make the content better. Others go the path of television and movies in the automotive genre by making things a little less realistic, but infusing more drama or comedy into them to reach a larger audience that may not be the same type of content as when they first started out. It's raining! Hello and welcome to tomorrow. Some of you are watching this right now wondering what the hell's going on? Why do I have a side dialogue and when am I going to get to the point? Go ahead and raise your hand if that was you right now. Also, you should probably not raise your hand because people are going to stare at you wondering why you're raising your hand. Because you're just watching a YouTube video on your phone right now. See how I just turned that around? I don't want to scratch my hub in the center. Oh, delicate. If I can offer one piece of advice for people watching this right now that are maybe a small content creator or considering doing it, don't ever change what you are passionate about to make a quick buck. We need more people that focus on quality in this world than quantity. The second most critical piece of advice I can offer to anyone looking to make a career out of creating online video content like I am doing here for you is to make it so you are not solely dependent on ad revenue to make a living and survive. Good. Stracto grease seal, cuz. Got it. Oh, I didn't get it perfect. So this brand new rotor with about 300 miles on it from a local auto parts distributor is already warped. Literally one braking test and those brakes failed. So these are not sponsored, but decided to, oh good, they have the studs in it. Decided to go with slotted Stoppy Boys. These are the only performance brakes I could find for this truck. Whenever I see a thin piece of wood like this, I can't help but want to judo chop it. Save that for the professionals. This grease is fresh. These things are just packed, so just drop those right in. Ooh, that shifts around a lot. While I'm waiting on grease seals, because I didn't save those inner ones, I was trying to. Also, don't worry, I am getting to this thing. I needed to make my pickup truck usable so I could haul some tires in the back. That is a stainless steel ceramic coated header. When you install a new exhaust manifold, especially an aftermarket header, after several heat cycles, you need to go in and retorque all the hardware so that way it stays sealed because metal expands and contracts through heat cycles. I didn't have the ability or time to do that because I immediately had to film the car review on this thing after I got it all finished up. So I drove it a couple 100 miles, and by the time I got back, it was already leaking. Yeah, you can see where it's leaking right around that stud. There's nothing like shoving your arm in a hard to reach hole and ramming it into metal objects to get the blood pumping. In case you're wondering about the Supra, it's gonna take a couple weeks until I can gather up all this stuff to pick a winner. So I'll do a live stream on it. Hey Sarah, why are half your tools broken? Oh, I don't know. Because I treat them well. I just threw this one in temporarily after I was done filming the car view, but it blew out literally after I started it. Thankfully, the fine individuals that manufacture these headers were able to send me out a replacement set of gaskets for it. No wonder this blew out. This tan one that's in front was just from a random auto parts distributor, and this is from the manufacturer. It's a completely different shape where it seals around the edge of the header. New gasket. I bought the most expensive ones I could find. Hopefully these don't fail. Which size is it? Probably the biggest one I have. A little bit extra grease. Some green stuffs. On fuckface. There we go. I'm super hungry right now. I don't want to pick up this tire. Hey, robot lady, turn on garage lights. I didn't anticipate this video taking 3 days to complete, but sometimes that's what happens. This upgraded rear anti-sway bar that I bought for the Ranger, since my Graham's rear sway bar was a rusted ball of nothingness after I went to frame swap this. That's not exactly what I wanted to happen. Next project. Time for a field trip. Big shout out to Dave and Arizona Custom Barbecue Outfitters next door for always helping me out with metal work when I need it. That's pretty neat. Looks like he's building a giant trailer for a huge barbecue smoker. That was nice of Dave to help me out. So now I got these extended anti-sway bar end links for test purposes. Now maybe I'm being hyper self-critical or harsh on myself, but I feel that I don't know how I can grow any further than I already have doing this on YouTube. I just don't feel like there's that big of an audience interested in what I'm doing. You can tell me I'm wrong, it's just I'm not mainstream. I'm into weird cars and I do stuff that isn't, I don't know, the best business decision. I can't churn out project cars super fast because I show stuff like this that most people wouldn't even make a video on. That's a tight bushing, jeez. Yeah. I gotta get this thing on the ground so I can adjust those. If anybody has a Bronco 2 1-inch OEM rear anti-sway bar, maybe like a parts vehicle, that is rust free, please let me know because I will buy it. In my opinion, that is the best rear anti-sway bar upgrade you can do on these trucks. Wow, I could have actually made that even longer. That is just barely parallel now with the ground. See, this is why I don't really care for this aftermarket rear anti-sway bar. My Graham's was completely rusted and unusable, so I had to buy an aftermarket one. I mean, that will work right there, but what I need to do is find a set of adjustable end links or try to get one of those OEM Bronco ones. Hey. That was smart. I left the key in the fucking on position and killed the battery. It's convenient that I had to let that thing charge because I had a hair appointment and just got my hair cut. But this right here and this right here, brand new in the box still, genuine Ford OEM parts that were critical for trucks with air conditioning. And since this truck originally did not come with air conditioning and I retrofitted it, I didn't have these. This, yeah. You'd be astonished how critical this little piece of plastic is for adequate cooling. They're just held in of little plastic clipper doodles. I know this video has been weird, more personal than usual, but I feel like every once in a while I need to just kind of connect with you guys, since you're the ones that make this channel and this all possible. And this is just what's been on my mind. And I want to share with you like how I'm going to go forward from here. Tomorrow I'm going to start filming the V8 Celica video, the next one. And I already have the next project car for after that, which is going to be on the Ranger level of detail of OEM restoration plus OEM plus restoration. Now this piece right here goes underneath that. It's like a little frame. Go in just like that. Hopefully my battery is charged enough now. Oh. I'm so dumb. I forgot I disconnected the battery. Might be enough to start it. All right, no more tick. Exhaust leak is gone. Oh, that's great. This side never leaked, so I'm gonna have to put it through a couple heat cycles and then recheck that hardware. Also, don't know if you noticed on startup how it kept on revving a little bit. That's the cold start portion of the tune that I just wasn't able to get perfectly. I'm not a professional tuner, so I gotta work on that. I'm so happy now. I'm gonna be able to drive the truck and actually use it because everything is worked out on it. The rest of the tune is good. Idle is nice and buttery smooth. I got a working fuel gauge finally. Gotta put some gas in it, but I gotta bed these pads in, but the roads are wet and I don't feel like getting the truck all dirty. Also, I gotta do the part of the tune for the AC idle up. I don't have that dialed in perfectly on the tune. I got the drivability stuff perfect. It's just the cold start and that. I don't know. I just need more time, I guess, to figure it out. Now that that's fixed, V8 Celica starts tomorrow. And the Celica Supra, I'll try to get the review done in the next week or so. I have to get the alignment done on it still and haven't had a chance. And I'll keep you guys informed when I get close to picking the winner. So see you guys soon with another video. Bye.